Welcome, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Lita Park from jadeinthepark.com, and I am here to talk a little bit about the BOGO for today, Tuesday. And I hope you're here and you want to learn a little more, and feel free. This is a public video, so you can go ahead and hit share and share with your friends, your groups, and feel free to share it later too. So let me go ahead and get started. So as you know, as you may not know, today is doTERRA's BOGO, which is buy one, get one, but not of the same oil. No, no, no. We are going to make it so that you can have multi-uses and multi-gifts to give this Christmas. So it's it's called Peace Oil Blend. Buy a piece, touch, and get Motivate for free. So what are they and why is this a great gift idea? First of all, it's something you can give to somebody who is not used to oils. This is called a touch line. When they say doTERRA has a touch line, you know that's already diluted for skin sensitivity, for the elderly, for the young children, for anybody, and then you can apply it freely. So at one time I had a bottle of Motivate, which was like a little bottle of Motivate, and I gave it to a friend to smell, but then she was like putting it on her ears. I was like, that's gonna get really cold really quickly, and it did, and we had to use a little coconut oil and remove it for her. So what's nice is someone who doesn't know anything about oils can use this safely, when it's like, it's just a wonderful little gift. Out of the package, they use it, they don't have to go to a class. So this is to understand how to use oils. This is wonderful. Both of these are wonderful for, let me give you some ideas. And then I'll go into the oil education. These are wonderful for teacher gifts. These are wonderful for families, parents, stocking stuffers, people who serve you every day who look a little stressed, whether the mailman or mail person, mail carrier, UPS. These oils will basically bless anyone that you want to give them to. These are wonderful, and they're very affordable. So the retail price for this is buy one. At retail, it's $24.33, so it's about $12 each. And then for wholesale, if you're a wholesale customer, which I recommend that you do, especially this week, it's $18.25. So it's basically $9 each. That's very much into a teacher gift or an affordable gift. So let's go over what these oils are and what's in them. Okay. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit, these are a part of our emotional aromatherapy, and emotions have the power to influence how we perceive the world. So sometimes two things can happen side by side. A child going to bed in a room where there's nothing there, and they're quiet, and it's a quiet room, and they might be afraid of things under the bed, things that may be irrational. But we can walk into a room, in the same exact room, the situation is the same, the room is empty, there's no one there, and we might feel, oh golly, I'm alone finally. Or we might just think, oh, to the child, it's no one's here, you're fine. Well, the thing is, our emotions help us perceive the world around us. And so for better or for worse, for better, I think, we have our emotions, and so we can influence them. Here's how we influence them. When we breathe something in, like an emotional oil that's especially been crafted for something like peace, has been crafted for anxious feelings, low, sad feelings of stress, and feeling on edge, maybe having trouble breathing because of the levels of stress, or you're having kind of a low malaise. This is a wonderful oil because of the chemical compounds in these oils and the way they have synergistically blended it together. So you can buy some of these oils individually. I'll tell you what they are in a second, but put it together, they're amazing. So this will help you. It does not take over and make you just absolutely peaceful, but what it does, I actually think it does, but anyway, what it really does is it helps you when you inhale it. You apply it topically, it gets into your bloodstream. When you breathe it in, anything you breathe in does get into your bloodstream. You breathe it in, it goes past your olfactory bulb into your limbic system of your brain, and it helps to control, to affect your emotions. So this is really full of floral and mints, and it's called the Reassuring Blend. And so it just helps with sleepless nights. If you're struggling with sleeplessness, this is a great oil. So here's a great idea. Because it's already diluted, you can roll it on your palm and then add an oil like On Guard or something else that you're gonna want at the night. You're going to put it on the bottoms of your feet, or your children's bottoms of your feet. It's already diluted, plus it has an oil that's going to help them to sleep, and you have your On Guard, your protection. So, but the fact that it's a touch, I use it all the time for other things. So I'll use Peace, and I'll put it on my hand, and then add On Guard or Melaleuca, and then a rub on my throat, or I'll put just mostly on the bottoms of my feet or my abdomen. So this is wonderful to have at your bedside, just alone for sleep. and for rest. And especially my friend texted me this morning. She's going out of town, and her son keeps this by his bedside table every night, and it helps him to sleep in his room by himself. It's a wonderful, empowering tool that you can give your child already diluted. You don't have to worry about them pouring it into their ears or their eyes or up their nose. It's already diluted. They know what to do. And you can show them how to apply it behind your ears, behind the ears, on the neck, on the abdomen, or the bottoms of your feet too, and or the wrist too. So as they're sleeping, they can smell it. So this was so, and she would call me because she's like, listen, I already texted my friend who's on my team and said, I need this for the trip, my car trip, but I'm out. And so we're going on an 8-hour car trip. Oh no. So she's able to cobble together something else that she has in her stash. But this was something that she really, really saw a big difference in her life. So I really highly recommend you look at Peace. Also, if anyone has a stressful job, anyone? I don't know. You may know someone has a stressful job. This is a wonderful thing to share with them as a gift, or encourage them. Maybe text them and do a group order and have them join you and do a group order for this. Because honestly, clean up. Buy all 5 of them for gifts. Also, my friend, she was at work, and so she was stressed out, and it was in her office, and she rubbed this on her neck and just kept working. And she's like, within 5 minutes, she noticed that she was calm, and that stress, although nothing changed in the situation, her feelings of stress, how she perceived it, did change, and she just felt much calmer. So a lot of these oils are in there are ones that support a healthy blood pressure levels. So this is a great thing to apply over your wrists and in your creases of your elbow, over your heart on a regular basis. People have found this really helpful for just supporting their natural blood pressure levels. The oils in this are, let me tell you what the oils are. The oils are, first it's fractionated coconut oil, that's diluting it. It's a carrier oil. Vetiver, lavender, ylang-ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, ladamine, and spearmint. So most of these oils are in something that used to be called Peaceful Child Blend, that used to be all the rage. And I bought like all 8 oils for this that was in here that I could get from doTERRA, and it cost me over $100 to make roller balls. And this is like $18 by itself. But this time I can buy this for $18, diluted, ready to go and share, and I get a free oil. So these are two, this is amazing. These oils have a lot of sesquiterpenes that are very supportive neurologically and to our emotions. So they're very good, they're wonderful together. Now let's go ahead and go, one more last thing, I have my notes. I want to make sure before I go on that I don't forget anything. So how do you do it? For your children, apply it over their abdomen or their feet when they're fearful. Apply to pulse points and breathe in the aroma when you're struggling. Apply to temples and bottom of your feet when you're feeling restless or irritable. Apply to temples, and you could do a little on your pillows, but I would probably put a little bit on either a stuffed animal for a child, like on the stuffed animal, like a ribbon around the stuffed animal, or something on the fur. If you rub it on your hand, then rub it on that for that purpose. And then also back of your neck for focus, attention, and calmness. Alleviates feelings of anxiousness in social situations. If you have social feelings of anxiousness, or a toddler with tantrums, this is a great oil to have in your stash, everybody. So please give it as baby gifts. Give it to the moms and for themselves, and as well as for the child. Okay, let's go to the second oil. The second oil, let me get my notes out, is Motivate. So when you feel stress, but before you go speak at a class or a play, an audition, or a performance, you can use Motivate. Before a sporting event, you can use Motivate. You just literally go like that. Okay, all right, there you go. Oh, I can smell it. It smells great. So Motivate has, let me just go over a little bit of the oils. It has coconut oil again, peppermint, clementine, coriander, basil, yuzu, Melissa, rosemary, and vanilla bean. It is amazing. And it tells them exactly how to use it. It tells you to stay out of the sun. Don't apply it to skin that's exposed to the sun and then get UV light. So tanning beds, laying out in the sun, being at the pool. Put it where the sun don't shine when you use the citrus oil, and you're going to go out in the sun. Right now I live in a place where, although it looks really bright, it's not. I don't stay out there very long. So it's great. I just put it all over my neck or when we're about to do schoolwork. So this is what we keep by our keyboard. I had to go find it. It's by our keyboard. So when we're working or my kids are working, to help them stay motivated around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, this is the peppermint and the citrus are very uplifting and focusing. Also, we use the oils that are in here, such as basil and peppermint and the citrus, are very much helping your brain to focus. So if you use this, it really helps with schoolwork. But if you put these two together, with the calming and then the motivate, the uplifting and the calming. It's like a duo. It's amazing to put it on the back of your neck and your front of your neck to get stuff done. Or for kids that might have trouble studying, this is a great way. They can just take it to school. It's diluted. They can put that on, and it's a really non-offensive odor. So everyone around them is like, what is that? So it'll have an influence around them because it smells amazing. The other thing with motivate is help them when they get home from school. Kids, when they get home from school, to help them before homework. Apply to your pulse points first thing in the morning, and also in the creases before you start your day for focus, and to give yourself before you're driving. When you're driving, this is a great one to have, especially if you're going on trips for the Thanksgiving holiday. You really want some motivate. It helps with alleviate some feelings of stagnation or low feelings. It supports your endocrine system especially because of the basil in it, especially your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are they cover up your kidneys, and they're your lower back. They're on both sides, lower back side down here. So kind of above your pelvis, above your pelvis area, in that area. Go ahead and apply this. It's already diluted over your adrenal glands on a regular basis, especially if you're finding yourself with adrenal fatigue. This is wonderful. The basil in it is great. Okay, another thing is if you need a little energy, or you have respiratory issues, cold, and you don't have breathe with you, or your kids don't have breathe, these are multifaceted. This has peppermint in it. It has citrus. It's amazing. Antiviral, supporting healthy immune function. Excuse me, I didn't say that. And it also has peppermint, which opens your airways. So use it when you have you're not feeling your best. Realize the oils have multifaceted purposes, so definitely use it. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is if you also, it has peppermint, as we talked about. Peppermint is great for head tension or ear tension. Actually, I wouldn't necessarily put ear tension. I would definitely say head tension. Any kind of your body temperature needs to be lowered for any reason. Motivate along the spine, up on the thighs, bottoms of your feet for children, and put the young children, put the socks on, definitely along the spine. And if you want to, you can also add an unscented lotion. And I highly recommend you guys consider getting this for Christmas too while you're ordering this. This is unscented, and it's really great on your skin. I take and I roll the Motivate or the oil, whatever oil I am, all over my palm. Even though it's diluted, I put a little bit of lotion on, or a little bit more normally, and I can go like this, and then I can rub it up and down their spine and just have a farther surface area, and it feels amazing on the skin too. So this is a great thing to have because you can use any essential oil that you have and make a body lotion out of it. So these are 13 PV, or about $13, and then it's 30 PV if you buy a pack of 3. So this is a great thing for stocking stuffers. Another great thing for teacher gifts too. So you can do that when they have a temperature issues. But also, if they have, because of the basil, if they have ear discomfort and you're traveling for the holidays at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, you can apply it in front of the ears, behind the ears, along the eustachian tubes, and massage it in. And then if you were desperate, you could put a little tiny bit on a cotton ball and put it out with the oil facing out, because they're volatile aromatic compounds and they're flashing off and helping with that pain. And that basil is amazing. Okay, Melissa is also a potent anti-low feeling oil. It really uplifts, and that's also a Motivate too. So I hope this helps encourage you that if you're feeling stuck, these oils are here as a service to you. They are here to serve you. Hire your oils, make them work for you, and then gift them to other people. Please encourage them too. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you later.